All right, see, now we live. What's up, people?
Oh, 20 seconds in.
Yeah, we 22 seconds in.
All right. We are here on this Tuesday. Let me refresh.
Please refresh.
So
We
I
got some
can,
refreshing tea.
of course, it's cold outside.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a little cold outside.
That's what makes it better to be warm inside.
We gonna try something a little different. We're gonna try to get to some more comments since we can probably put a few up and address some. You know what I'm saying? So we really gonna try to do something a little different for y'all.
Yeah, just a little something tonight.
All right, while Fatim adjusting his thing.
Yeah, my thing. Look like Diana Ross and the Supremes back in the 60s. That's how you look.
Oh yeah, we
I
here.
love it. Hi, guys. Welcome to Integrity of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host.
Who?
Your host.
Give us your first name.
Debbie Doo.
Lynette.
Lynette. Well, how you doing, Lynette?
I'm good.
Okay, nice to meet you, Lynette. I guess it's your first time me seeing you. You know what I'm saying? You got your
I like that
hair out.
smile and lips looking bright. Nice earring.
Thank you so much.
You make that 66-year hairdo look modern. I like that.
Listen.
Look at that. We got the comments. You can see you, Chrissy. How you doing?
Oh my gosh. You know, just be thankful that you men don't have to go through what women go through, like with our hair and our nails and putting up with
I go through the nails. I go get mine done.
Yeah,
I
I
got them
shaved.
due this week.
I manscape.
Yeah, we do that. We go to Manscaped because there's a lot of women that sits in the nail salon. I love it. I'll be right in there.
Victor Damn It Boy White is with us.
Yeah,
tonight.
Hit that
my
bell, brother.
Wait, what do you mean you be sitting in the what?
When I'm in the nail salon, there's nothing but women in there, and I enjoy being around a lot of women. Is there a problem with that? I don't like to be sitting around a lot of men. And when I go to the barber shop, it's not a lot of men because it's a salon, women's salon as well.
So I'm gonna give you a special shout out to somebody. Shout out to my barber that's in the comment section.
Oh.
That's my barber, Miss Kimberly Grayson.
Oh,
Okay.
hello,
Shouts out
Kimberly.
Shouts out to Kimberly. She keeps you. I ain't been to her in a minute, but shouts out to Kimberly. She has her own salon.
She braids her hair too?
No, Keisha braids my hair, but
Oh,
Kimberly
okay.
actually cuts my hair.
Okay.
She's a beast with the razor. She's a barber. You go to her Facebook page and you actually book appointments.
That's what I do.
Wait, is she in Florence? Because somebody
Yes.
was a guy was just telling me that he prefer a female barber,
Yes.
and he's looking for one.
Yeah, Kimberly's very professional.
Kimberly, are you taking new clients?
I hope so.
I tell you this, so I go to her website. I was a new client. So I went to her website and you book your appointment, you book your time, and she's open 7 days a week, bro.
Oh,
Monday through Sunday.
My barber Carlos, man. I'm gonna have to have two
not
barbers.
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos knows you.
Shouts out to Kim. yo.
Okay, Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos knows you. But I need that razor. That's what I need. That's what I come out of New York.
I just realized who that was.
And yes, Cheryl, I am a little, I'm too much. Damn
Hey,
right.
Sissy in the comments talking about y'all miss me.
Mm,
Yeah, yes.
yeah.
Hey, Miss Patricia.
Who's Missy? Who's Sissy?
Christine.
I know who Sissy
Oh.
is.
You know what I'm saying? She always
know,
taking new clients.
Brother Fatine is back with us all the way from WBLS radio station, New York.
What's up? What's up?
So glad to see your faces. I can reach out and touch.
Can we touch back?
No.
What? Boy.
Yo, what?
No.
What? I love a challenge.
So I want to start off by saying,
Oh, Lord.
and I would love for the people in the I had an interesting conversation today.
Oh.
Do you judge people by what they drink as far as alcoholic choices? I mean, I
Um,
want y'all to be 100% honest. You know, comments. You know, I want y'all to always be 100%. Like, do you really judge somebody by the alcoholic beverage that they drink?
well, I can say this. You guys probably will judge more. Yeah, I probably would judge females more.
That's a big
See,
fact.
see, me, I couldn't judge a male by what alcohol beverage. I don't know alcohol like that, like the different types of liquor and things like that. If I see a man with a glass of wine, I mean, I like wine. If I see him with a can of beer, oh, he drank beer. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't judge, but y'all would judge. I feel like y'all would judge females by what they drink before a woman will judge a male.
Mm.
Because if y'all see a female with a can of bull, slick
She
mo,
better have
what
a
you call
straw. She better have a straw in that can. Real
it?
talk.
Then y'all be like, oh, she drinking something real strong there, you know.
Well,
So I mean,
So
for me, let me
Go ahead.
just so for me, Victor, for you to put that question out there, I didn't really deal with a lot of women that drank a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Or was like that. But now, depends on what you drink, you kind of put a person into a category. For instance, let me just give you a quick example if you don't mind. When we were younger, I'm talking about late teens getting ready to go. There were some young ladies in my Brooklyn neighborhood in New York, and they would throw back a 40 with the fellas, and it would be OE. And since they did that, they were a little bit more risque. It was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. They were a little bit more risque. I think that I can't sit there and say I judge everybody, but you start to watch out of side eye if the quality of alcohol that they drink. You start to look at the side eye because sometimes if they fall into a category, that's as far as I'm going to say.
so
thank you,
Trish,
Sly.
oh yeah. Hey, much love to you, Sly, each and every week.
Yes, sir.
You see what Miss Patricia says? He or she drinks Bull or MD 2020. I'm going to stay away.
Mm,
Stay the hell away.
mm,
So
mm,
me personally, there's a few drinks like I like that I won't drink in public. So I'll say this: like I like wine, but it's got to be a sparkling wine. Like I like
Mhm.
sparkling wine, but I will never drink that in public.
mm.
But like in public, it's more or less tequila, but I don't like drinking canned beer in public. So if I see a woman drinking a beer, to me that I'm going to judge her like she dusty foot or some shit like that.
I
You know what I'm
hear
saying?
you.
Which ain't nothing wrong with a dusty foot every now and then, but if you but if you drinking a beer, like I'm really going to look at you, whatever. In my opinion, a woman, a nice cocktail, long as it's neat, or not really a sangria, because if you drink a sangria, I mean you just like to get drunk. But a mojito or something like that, something a little pretty.
Mhm.
But if you pull up and you drinking a martini, I know you like to get bust up. Oh yes, Miss Patricia, Don Julio is one of my favorites.
Well, can we back up for a second?
Yes, ma'am.
When you and I, Fatine as well, when you used to come,
Yeah.
when we used to hang out downtown,
Yeah.
the wing spot,
Mhm.
Keontae's wing, thing. Shout out to her.
Mm-hmm.
So you used to talk junk about me behind my back.
You had a bottle beer. You didn't drink it out of can. And if I'd have saw you with a can, I'd have asked you to get a straw, or I would have got it. I mean, there's you got to understand. There's an etiquette to drinking as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A woman, if I see a woman, she got a glass and she goes to put her lips on that glass, I already know you'll put something else in your mouth.
Oh,
Because as a woman, you ain't supposed to put your mouth on everything.
yeah.
So if you ain't want no straw, You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you kind of crazy.
But then you rolling your eyes.
Now I roll my eyes because I'm Victor opens up a door that I go through, and I say it like it is. Some of those women, not a lot, but some of those women that you call dusty foot. I don't. That's a southern term.
Dusty foot.
That's a southern term, but I understand what you're saying. Some of those women, you get them. You get them behind closed doors, dude. You gonna have you a good time. Some of those women they don't hold back. They let it go. And sometimes you want to put women in a category. Oh, I'm this kind of person, and this is the life I live. And you get with somebody on that level, and they just be prissy. But you get one of them, as you say, dusty foot. They let loose.
That's a fact.
And if you don't grab the back of their head, they grab the back of your head. And I've had some good damn fun with some of those women in the past.
Well, that's behind closed doors.
That's behind closed
So
doors.
what you grabbing the back of who head?
Don't worry
What
about
they
that,
doing?
baby. You know what they doing.
Because I'm gonna tell you
Putting it
something.
down, baby.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Putting it down.
If a woman grab the back of my head, we go together. I like that.
That's
Grab
damn
me.
right, baby.
Grab me. And hey, I got these two braids on the side too. You pull that shit.
Well, there you go.
Please
Pull
do.
you. If you got big ears, they pull your ears.
Hey, Veronica, there's a comment for you. Miss Patricia says, Veronica, turn that can up and crush the can with your hand.
I don't drink I don't drink beer like that.
I really never seen you drink.
Yeah, like if
Really?
I had like a little fruity drink, like you say, a little cocktail.
But for a woman, you have to answer this one because we can't. As a woman, does alcohol loosen you up? Will you push the envelope a little bit more, being a little tipsy, versus no alcohol at all?
Yeah, I think everybody, when they get a little something in their system, they turn it up a notch. But I'm not like loose.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, I didn't say that. I just want to know if
I'm in my right mind, and I know if I'm going there, like if I feel like I'm having too much, I know to kind of, as long as I'm like the night when we was in Hartsville at the rooftop. You remember? This was like what, 2 years?
Please don't let me. That was like 3 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh man, that was bad. That was bad.
Listen,
That was real bad.
I was lit, and I don't think I've been that way since. Like
I hope not. I hope not.
But I knew I was around good people. Like I knew you wouldn't let anything get out of hand.
It got out of hand.
With,
But I'm gonna leave that alone. It got out of hand.
you know what I'm
Yes, it
saying?
did.
You know.
She about to have me fight about 5 or 6 college kids. I was like, man, what the hell? But
wait a minute. John said, I encourage a woman, please grab this ball head. Patricia Baker says, Veronica, that's a trick question. And Cheryl said, yes, it does open me up, and I have a low tolerance because I don't drink like that.
so let me give the fellas a little scoop on something. So there's a wine out there that's a panty dropper. I'm gonna tell you, it's 100% panty dropper.
Okay.
You cannot go wrong with this shit. The shit is called Shoe Crazy.
Okay.
Right? It only comes out. They sell it at Walmart. I think it's like $11-12, and you can get it from Sam's for $8.
Them little cheap bottles be the one.
Let me tell you something.
That's what they
I'm
say.
gonna tell you something. If you give a woman a glass, she gonna drop her drawers. If you give her 2 glasses, there's a whole lot of shit gonna happen. I'm telling you, the Shoe Crazy, they got a strawberry
depends.
mango and they got a peach mango. The strawberry mango, I'm telling you, it's Stella Rose Black. You right, John.
That thing just puts you to sleep. Like it gives you, it relaxes you.
That Shoe Crazy. Shh. I think I pulled my drawers off one night.
I think it probably depends on like who you're with.
Oh, I'm telling you coming out because it's sweet, but it's so strong that by the time you get to that first glass, you're like, damn, I'm hot. And you get the man, I take my pants off in this motherfucker. I'm telling
ladies, be aware of who you drinking. What is it?
Shoe Crazy.
Be aware of who you drinking Shoe Crazy around.
Please.
And it's interesting, you Vic. I don't know nothing about Shoe Crazy, and I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but there are things that can, as an intoxicant, that can make you horny.
Yeah.
That makes you horny. So it's one thing that gets you lit or gives you a buzz and make you feel good. There's another thing that makes you touchy and make you feel
So
like
what
this.
gives y'all? What makes y'all touchy?
I tell you what it has been in the past when I was playing softball. If I ever take, for pain, if I take in a Percocet, within 30 to 40 minutes, it got me feeling good. And it
Percocet.
Percocet.
I'm talking about drinks.
I don't know. I have never had a drink that made me feel like that.
You, Victor?
What?
Not horny.
So, to be honest with you, it's gonna sound, and John know John about to crack some jokes, but gin.
Jen, my cousin
Gets
says,
you
the
there.
female says it gets you
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But will it take you there with anyone or just a
I'm gonna be
certain-
there by myself. Something happening. I'm telling Jen, and I try to. And Cheryl says Hennessy. She's right. Like Jen, I stay away from Jen. Like I think my third child came off of Jen.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow. My cousin says that Jen, that and it'll sneak you too.
I will.
Cheryl
That's-
said breathing makes y'all touchy.
Shit, damn right. If you breathe right. Damn right, Cheryl. Shit, we ain't here to play.
Oh my
We ain't no
gosh.
them pussyfoot men. We here to
But I'm talking about good gin now. I ain't talking about no damn Seagrams. I'm
mm,
talking about good gin.
Gotcha.
I ain't talking about Tanqueray. A good beef feeder with some tonic. I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? But I will.
John said, "Oh yeah, gin makes me sin."
Now, I will say this. Like I drink tequila, so I like Casa Dragon. You know what I'm saying? If you give a woman some Casa, I tell them, I'm like, listen, be easy on this shit. You can't just come up in here drinking this Casa Dragon because it tastes kind of like water.
Mhm,
And I put a little splash of juice in it. Shit, the motherfuckers get naked, boy.
mm,
Boy, they get naked.
mhm,
You best
Alrighty.
believe.
mhm. Having fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Ain't no time to play no games. We grown. This is grown and sexy.
Mm.
Not time to be playing no games here, drinking and getting together and talking.
Well, some people just want to get together and talk.
And we do that with friends.
So I'm gonna
Do that with
Say this.
friends.
One more-
That's
one
about
more.
it.
Kendra says Fireball. No, I'm not drinking no damn Fireball. That's for
Well,
the
maybe that
college
gets
kids.
Kendra ready.
That's for college kids. Weed. I haven't smoked in a long time,
Mhm,
but weed, shit.
mhm.
Shit.
That-
It really hasn't had much of effect on me. I get,
See? What Patricia say right there? She says, I drunk some slow gin one time, and I didn't know why they called it slow gin, and I found out with the quickness.
Well, so on the radio today, Buddha posed the question out there.
what
was that
what's
question?
Buddha
To
Rat
his
put out?
radio audience, and I told him, I was like, you know what? When he came in my office and he was talking about it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask that question tonight on the show, and I'm gonna see how our viewers, and shouts out to all of you out there. We thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. So the question today was, is it cool for someone to tell their spouse a secret that their friend told them in confidence?
Say it one more time. Is it cool for?
Is it cool for someone to tell their spouse a secret that their friend told them in confidence, in secret, and I was going to say, not only the spouse, your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Have you ever told your significant other a secret that someone told you not to tell?
Yes, I have. I think when we in a relationship together, I think if you tell me something, you need to know that I'm going to tell my spouse or whoever I'm with. But this person that I'm with gonna have to also take this to the grave. Now, I'll be honest, I can't be with somebody who does not take my discretion and whoever's
Mm-hmm.
seriously. But there are some things I won't tell. But if I really want to discuss, and I'm like, listen, man, you know what I'm saying? So and so said this to me today. How you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? I'll try not to use names, but 9 times out of 10, since my circle is so small, they'll probably know who I'm talking about.
Looking at me.
That's good to know.
So, I hate to use the word it depends, but it depends. It depends on what you want them to know. I think there is what is called pillow talk. Like Victor said, there's pillow talk. We're not the president of the United States, and we're not holding, nuclear codes and stuff like that. So, some things we won't share because it incriminates a person really bad. But sometimes we have that pillow talk, and we do cross that line sometimes of sharing those things, and it can backfire. It backfired on me later on in life, that it got back to the person that I said, and I was hurt but it was pillow talk, and I was at fault at it. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and I apologize to the person. But there's certain things like I've never, like I told my late wife, when I hung out with her father, and I said but so much, but she said I don't want to know but so much. And then the bachelor party, when I went to the bachelor party, gave a little bit and not much of what other people did. It said something that happened to me, but other than that, no, it depends. You got to use your discretion. But yes, sometimes we do that pillow talk.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like we women, some of us, can hold secrets better than men. I feel like
Agree with you.
if someone comes to me, a friend of mine, and they say, keep this between us, don't tell no one. I'm not going to tell my significant other. I'm not going to tell my boyfriend. I'm not going to tell my husband. I'm not going to, because I feel like we have that bond as a friend to not tell the secret that they told me not to tell. And especially when it comes to boyfriend and girlfriend. Because y'all always say yourself, when a woman get mad at you, she's going to throw it up in your face. So who's to say that you tell this secret to this person and then they get mad at you and be like, oh, well, guess what? He told me about such and such. And then the secret is out that you were supposed to be keeping between you and the person that told you. So you have to be careful with that. That's why I say I think a woman, most women, some of us can hold a secret better, longer, whatever, than men.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I agree 100%. with you.
Because I feel like if you have respect for that person and they telling you not to say anything, then don't say anything, especially if it's something really real deep.
Yeah.
Me and my boy, he's been on the show before, and he checks out the show. Could be watching tonight. Tony, yeah. And we have secrets that I've never ever told, never, because and he's in a fraternity, and I'm in now, me being a Prince Hall Mason. There's certain things that you just don't talk about now, and there's certain things that you just don't share, and you learn that as ethics of a code through brotherhood or whatever. So you learn this because it's just the right thing to do. But Victor, I mean, you posed the question and asked us to be transparent. And yes, at times we do have that pillow talk.
So in my opinion, that gives us an extra layer to our relationship. I feel like once we get to a certain point, it's all I'm seeing if I shouldn't be seeing by using somebody else's secret, but I'm also seeing, can I trust you with a secret? And to me that builds layer, because a lot of times if I'm discussing what I got going on in my life with my significant other, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like if I discuss work, they like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it's like it gives us an extra something else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, like a conversation starter.
Yeah,
I get it, but you gotta be careful with that.
You're right.
Yeah, that's why I tell people now, if they got something like that, and I don't want you to say anything. I don't need to know. I don't want to know, because if it gets out, I don't want to be looked at as that I open my mouth, because they swear that I told it or whatever, and if I didn't, now I'm getting upset because you're lying on me. So sometimes you just don't want to know it. But it's best to keep your mouth shut, because I'm telling you, this is the quickest way to get punched in your mouth. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Yeah. Shouts out to everyone who's watching. I see a lot of names coming through, a lot of newbies.
Mm.
So shouts out to
And
everyone
a lot of obies.
and a lot of oldies. Yes.
What's an OB? Oldies. Oldies.
Oldies.
I said obies. Oldies.
Oh, I thought you said oldies.
I know. I messed that.
I like the old Obies. It means people that was there before us back.
Jen.
Jen. Oh, good. Good one, Veronica. Need to put some in this
What's
for
up,
the
Tyrone?
spice up this tea. For this is holiday tea, girl. Come on, spice this up.
If it's a secret, then wait a minute. What, Tyrone?
If it's a secret day, it's a secret. If it's a secret,
If it's a secret, then that's it. A secret. Is that what he's saying? I don't know.
guess.
But yeah. Oh, okay. He came back
Or if
with
it's a
something.
secret, say it's a secret.
Well, that's what I said. If they came to you and said it was a secret,
yeah,
they don't want you to, keep it between the two of you, then I feel like you should respect that and keep it a secret.
But as Victor said, I just want to kind of springboard off what you said. It takes your relationship to another level. It does. It show you try while you exposing a secret that someone shared with you with your significant other. You're saying to your significant other, look, I confide in you.
Yeah.
I really trust you. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
And for you to do that with a person, you're doing it, letting them know I trust you, I love you, or whatever. And you hope that they are receiving it like, yo, he's really into me.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna say that I've never shared a secret with
you'll be
someone
lying.
who, like I'm not gonna say I never did it, but I'm saying like if it was something like really deep, like
would you make up
I
another
think
name, or would you actually use the same name?
I'd probably make up another name.
Yeah, I would put it on somebody else. Like if you told me something, I might say it.
Like, oh, this girl I work with,
Yeah,
but really I'm talking about my friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great point. I wouldn't like put my friend out there. Okay, so are y'all ready to get in this email letter?
Of course.
It is long, and
Shots out
I
to
kind of
Amy. Appreciate it, Miss Amy.
thank you, Amy. Hey, girl. It's kind of lengthy. I feel like maybe she was a
Ain't got
little.
nothing to do with me then.
Oh, Mighty Mouse over
I
there.
I feel
Oh,
like
Mighty
she
Mouse.
was kind of like all over the place, but
We got one of them.
we'll get into it.
We got to decipher this here. Oh God, here we go.
And Fatine, let me say thank you to you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're welcome.
So I had a little moment, and I shared it to Facebook the other day because I was in my feelings. But I was debating whether I wanted to post the video or not because I'm like, because I normally don't post stuff like that if it ain't like fitness or something like that. But it was just on my heart, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll touch someone else, by posting that video. But thank you, because as soon as I post the video, Fatine watched it. He called me to check up on me to see was I okay, because I can't get in my feelings.
Yep.
What, Victor? I can't, and you know this. I can be real sensitive. So
sensitive.
shout out to you. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much for calling to check up on me.
Got to.
All right, so let's get into this email letter. Oh, here we go. So it says, I had sex with my ex, and now he's blowing up my phone. Sex with the ex. All right, so she says, I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. My ex and I went our separate ways over 2 years ago. During our 6-year relationship, he decided to revisit his past and started cheating with his ex. We went to the mountains one year on a couples retreat, and he seemed very antsy and worried throughout the trip. I thought it had something to do with the passing of his cousin a few months prior to our trip because they were very close, and the cousin and his wife were supposed to be on this trip as well, but unfortunately his untimely death happened. Come to find out, it had something to do with his ex. This came as a shock because he told me he hated her and they would never speak another day in life. He told me all these mean things she used to say and do to him when they were together. She cheated on him and it left him in a depression state. When I met him, he was going through counseling, and that is actually where we met. I was dealing with a lot at the time as well. I finished up my session, and as I was leaving out, he was sitting in the lobby. The crazy thing is that is not where we formally introduce ourselves to each other. My oldest child had a basketball game one evening, and he was there watching his nephew play ball for the other team. Long story short, we met that night and shared our contact information. It was a wrap after that. We stayed glued to one another. Now, back to the part of the trip, I found out that he was so uptight that weekend because his ex was in the hospital in labor with his child.
You gave that a bell. Wow. Go ahead.
I know his ex, but not like that. I know of her from around town. We have we have a 5-year-old son together, and we do allow the kids to spend a lot of time together. I'm not going to stop our son from knowing his sibling. Fast forward, you can say I got my lick back by sleeping with him a few months ago. Now, mind you, they are together living the family life. He kept calling me and texting, trying to get back with me until I blocked him. I then thought to myself, I was wrong for that because we do have a child together. One thing led to another. We met up one night to discuss plans for our son's birthday party, and we ended up in bed together. Yes. Yes, like I said, I was thinking about paying her back for messing up what we had. Now I can't get this man to stop calling me. He wants to leave his current situation and move back with me. I don't want him back because I know this is going to turn out bad all over again. I still love him, yes, but I don't want to be with him. Now I don't know how to get him to leave me alone. I can't block his number because he need to have contact with me for the sake of our son. I know I messed up by sleeping with him, but how can I say leave me alone without turning him against our son as well?
So wait a minute. So I'm a little confused there. So they were together, and
Mhm.
then he cheated on her with a woman and had a baby with his ex.
He cheated. Yeah, as they was the lady that wrote the letter, they were together. While they was together, he
She
slept with his.
ex,
Yeah,
and then they had a baby,
right.
and then she left them, but they had a 5-year-old child.
They already had a
They
child
already had a
together.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So this whole thing is just messy. Um, See, this is why people have to think before they actually go down a road like this. Like, you try to get even with this girl that cheated with him while y'all was together. So you turned around and went and slept with him thinking what she was gonna leave. Like, you pay back, a lick back, as you say. So now you in this situation where now this man won't leave you alone. And it's not like just some man from off the street. This is your ex. Y'all been together 6 years. So clearly you know him fairly well. Y'all have a child together. I don't even know what to say. Just like you say, you can't block him because y'all have a child together. Well, I mean, what do you want us to say? I don't know. I mean, this man loves his son. I don't see him gonna stop talking to his son unless he already threatened you with that. If you don't continue seeing him or whatever, he's not gonna have anything to do with his son, which will be petty and messed up on his part because the child has nothing to do with what y'all pettiness that y'all have going on. Um, Ma'am, grow up. I mean, I'm sorry. Thank you for writing the letter, first of all, but you got yourself in this. Victor,
So the best way to get somebody back is not even to give them a second thought. Like
hmm,
I don't get that whole get back. Like we're not in elementary school no more. Like if you get one over on me, I'm fucking cool. I'm
mm,
cool on that. Like you got me. Unless I shoot you, I don't care. Um, if somebody was to take, I mean, I'm single, but if somebody was to take my current girlfriend, bro, you can have her. I
Mm.
don't care. Like it. I am so far past that childish behavior now. Getting my lick back when it comes to somebody on their free will, willingly to sleep with somebody else, I don't even care no more.
But keep in
It would
mind,
hurt.
she got her lick back because she cheated with.
Yeah, but you cheated with a dude that cheated on you. So it's like, what? I don't get. That's the part I don't get. Now, if you would have got him back at your house, and then you put on a tape, y'all have dinner, and you put on a tape of a dude backdooring the shit out of you,
Mm.
then that's getting your lick back. But giving him something that he took for granted, thinking that you listen, this other woman probably don't even know y'all had sex. So how is you getting your lick back?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. I don't get it. So
Right.
that's retarded.
So, couple of things. Karma is a mofo, and karma comes back into play. But for me, I can't throw no stones because I've lived in that glass house, and and that's why I'm not going to throw this woman under the bus. But that's why I say karma, young lady, because karma comes back to you. One of the things that I don't want to hear. Don't tell me you hate your ex and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Because I've done the same damn thing. And when you in it, you may hate the person, but it's time, and you're so emotional. As time goes on, it really depends on what they've done. But I've seen some heinous things that exes have done. But as time went on, people they remember, but it doesn't sting or hurt as much as time goes on. And if they can communicate with their ex, they do. Some of us do go back and have that and be intimate with them. You know why? Because there's something there, there's chemistry, there's something that you miss, or there's feelings still involved that you tend to do, but you may not want that person back in your life. The problem is you cannot, and to the young lady, you can't control the other person's actions now. Now, for me, I would never do that to somebody. Even it's my ex, I would never violate her. When I use the word violate, that if we kicking it and getting intimate or did it one time or more, I'm not going to jeopardize a relationship. You understand? Because most likely I don't want her back. And even if I did, I'm still not going to jeopardize that because I had that opportunity. We didn't make it work. And now we got a child in there together. I'm not going to cause this confusion.
Mm.
And see, but the problem is, it's not her, it's him. So when you open Pandora's box, remember, you can only control your actions. You cannot control the other person's actions. So that's where you're playing Russian roulette, and it can backfire on you. So that's where that's the chance you take. That's the chance you take. The same way when you start sleeping with other people, and now this other woman is pregnant, because at the end of the day, whatever took place, you didn't wrap it up, it popped, or whatever the situation is, this is karma. This is what happens when you do these kind of things. People do it, but this is some of the fallout, the repercussions. That's the word I'm looking for. The repercussions of this. But I've been in this situation before. Got back with an ex on the intimate level. Did not want her back, and was not jeopardizing her relationship, and vice versa. And that's as far as I'm gonna go.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead, Victor.
So two things. Start with, you said, you've done it, so you can't speak on it, but you are the perfect person to speak on it, to let people know that the shit wasn't right.
Mhm.
Like when I see people, like I can speak on things that, because
How can I say it wasn't right where it worked for me?
and you
It worked for me.
You can
It-
say, you can
it worked
say
for
it
me.
worked, but at the end of the day, if you can go home and look whoever in the face and keep that straight face, then it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like I can't sit here and say nobody is right or wrong. I can, because I do judge people. I do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, bro, you should speak on things like
Mhm.
that. If you say it works, because you can, it's two sides.
Oh, when I said it work, when I say it works, I'm not saying it works to justify it. No way possible. What I'm saying is two people that do get together, if they're exes, and you choose not to cross that line and violate, it is what it is that you all agree to, not to violate your not your present situation, that's up to you two, but you can't control the other person's actions. That's
Okay.
where it gets difficult. And see, I went through this where my father got wind of something, and I was green, fellas, lady. I was green. I was 24, messing with a married woman. And the reason why my father got wind of it, because when he saw me with her, he was like, that man will kill you, bro. You jeopardizing me. That's what my father's saying. You're jeopardizing me because he's gonna put his hands on you. He's putting his hands on you,
But why though?
and dude, he was not the one to play with. So that's what I'm saying.
Apparently
Sometimes,
he was. If his wife
well,
playing
well,
with his
see,
coochie like that.
well, exactly. But the problem is what I'm saying is sometimes people do things that is not logical when it comes to intimacy with somebody else at the end of the day. So you have to look at this because that karma, I was wrong, dude. I was wrong. But that didn't when my father had that talk with me, I looked at it from again, I'm younger. So I'm thinking it's a game. My father's sitting down here and now he's showing me that this trickles down. The man puts his hand on you. Now I got to get involved. Now I'm thinking, yo, this man hurts me and hurts my father over some. That's my fault.
So what happens to her? I mean, I know you can't answer that, but what happens to her?
Sometimes they just skate free.
So this is my thing when it comes to and I'm sorry, I know you got something you want to say.
Okay.
When it comes to stuff like that,
Yes, sir.
if you don't respect your relationship, neither do I.
And like, that's interesting. You say that,
I don't.
right?
Because I'm not gonna sit here and if I got a position that I'm gonna play,
Mhm.
I'm gonna play my position. I'm not gonna step outside my position.
Mhm.
But at the same time, don't expect me to expect your significant other if you don't respect your significant other. So if you want to sit here and you want to pass coochie to the left and to the right and to the front, just make sure I get my portion, but you keep me out of your household.
Right. So, Veronica, before you speak, I just got to add this to this. That's why I said on past shows, people that cheat tend to cheat with people in relationships because some of them, a lot of them that are in a relationship is not going to jeopardize their relationship chasing the other one. And sometimes the person that's cheating with the married person, they don't want that. They just want to have a good time. They don't want no commitment. They don't want to hear calling me all the time because they got a husband or they got a wife. They don't want to hear that. So that's why I've heard before. I've seen people in relationships cheat with married people because they don't want the extras because they have an obligation and responsibility back home to their wives or husbands.
Well, I had something to say before this, but since you're on that, I would think the smartest way to do that is if you have someone
Mhm.
and you have someone. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with someone and I'm going to mess with someone that has someone.
Right.
That way, okay, it will be a little tougher for my feelings to get involved with you because I have a man at home.
Negative. That's not true, but go ahead.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
I would think that
Right,
would be
yeah.
the smart way
Right.
to go.
Correct.
But you're right because I've known people that was in a marriage or
Mhm.
relationship and they messed with someone who was in a marriage or relationship,
Mhm.
but they ended up their feelings were so strong for that other the person they was messing with that it actually broke their relationship up with the person that they was with because they let
Look at the people on Good Morning America, Amy and the other brother. Look at that. They were on Good Morning America. They wind up cheating with each other and they broke up their household. And now their exes are talking to each other. Isn't that crazy?
that's crazy because that's going back to I'm gonna get the lick back.
I don't know if that happened.
I'm
like
pretty sure that's how they ended up talking.
I think they fell in love. They were just around each
And
other.
even
and that
are
can
you talking
happen.
about the ones that was on the show?
Mhm.
But I'm talking about their ex. Now you saying their
Exes,
exes
Exes
yeah.
are together.
Their
Yeah.
exes are together. They probably got together because they started
I
talking
agree with you.
about,
I
you
agree
know what I'm
with you.
saying?
Right.
What went on with that. But going back, if I can remember now,
I'm sorry.
when you was talking about the you wouldn't want to hurt that household or something.
Right. So
How
if
is
I'm
that even possible? You already hurting the
no,
household
when you
because
say
you're messing with.
well, what happens is when you get with a person that is in a relationship. I'm getting together. I'm single. I'm getting together with my ex who's in a relationship.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I'm not going to be calling her and we as grown-ups have made a decision right or wrong, and it's
Mhm.
wrong to get together. We do that on our own time, and that's how we do it. I'm not going to jeopardize calling her, texting her, and then her husband gets a wind of that. I still have a responsibility. There's still a code of ethics, even though we're doing something wrong.
Mhm.
There's still, and I think Victor may understand him, he may not, but there's still a code of ethics that we still don't cross. Even though we're cheating, there's still a code of ethics that we tend not to do. I knew a guy, that my next door neighbor in the past, he's like, I've cheated with women. I don't want to meet your man. I don't want to know your man. I don't want to have to look in this man's face and be a hypocrite. So I don't want to know your man, don't want to meet your man. And I listened to him as a young man, and I was like, that makes sense. I don't want to be a hypocrite and see that. But I'm just being real.
I mean, who would want to meet
Yeah,
someone
but
that
this happens.
Yeah,
This
some
happens.
people get off on that shit.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. They get the
Damn
thrill
right.
to say that I could,
Mhm.
I got power over you because I had your woman.
Yeah, I'm sitting across the table
Yep.
from you, looking you in your face. We dapping up, we laughing, we smiling,
Yep.
Mm.
and I done laid
I done laid some good pipe there.
something up in there.
Well,
Oh,
that's just like the letter last week where the girl was saying that her boyfriend at the
yeah.
time was bringing his ex to their functions at the house.
Some people get off on that. I'll
Oh.
tell you this: when it comes to that, we're talking about protecting. I've broken up with women because I slept with their friends and they didn't know it. Like
Oh.
I live in a bubble. Like
Mhm.
I almost live in a bubble.
Mhm.
So I don't know who knows who. So I might have slept with this woman maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And I meet this woman over here and we get to talking or whatever. And she be like, hey, so and so, so and so. And we're done. Because I'm not even gonna jeopardize the friendship that y'all have because at the time I didn't know that y'all knew each other.
Mhm.
Like I've severed relationships because I found out that okay, even if we was communicating on the phone or we went out on a date and then I go out with this chick and I find out, I'm done. I'll leave both of y'all. It is what it is because I don't want nobody to say this is a messy nigga right here and it is what it is. So I cut everybody off.
And I've told you before, I can never disagree with how you move.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with how you move because I have to respect how you move. But for some people, if you meet someone and you fall in love with that person and you think that's your soulmate, and then you come to find out that you have slept with somebody in the past that, or I use the word past, that is their friends, I'm not breaking up with that person. But what I would do is I would tell that person. I have to bring transparency. I don't want that woman to tell her girlfriend or whatever. I'm going to tell her because I didn't know. And if it happened in the past, it happened in the past. This is before you. I can't help and control who I dealt with in the past if I didn't know you.
So would you be with a woman who slept with one of your homeboys?
I've done that, but not in a relationship.
Not
Would you
knowing.
be with? I'm saying, would you
Not-
be? I'm talking about a
oh.
relationship. Would you be in a relationship with a woman that slept with one of your homeboys?
And if and it was before me,
Yeah.
And yeah, I could do that. If
Yeah,
I could do that. I could do
couldn't.
that. Yeah.
I
I could do that. It does. What's the difference if you know the guy? So it makes a difference if you know the person or don't know the person. She done slept with. Let's just say she slept with 3 guys and you know one of them, but the other 2 you don't know. I'm just
3.
saying, does it? Well, the point
It makes a difference.
right. That's the point I'm making. Does it make a difference if it's someone you know or if it does or it's someone you don't know?
I'd rather her sleep with 50 guys that
That you
I don't know
Then one that you
versus
do
one
know.
that I do. Well,
That's your code of ethics. That's your
Yeah.
code of ethics.
because I will tell you this. Yeah, because hey, Mr. Sammy, because I'm not a Cowboys fan by no means.
Hey, Mr. Sammy.
I got 31 teams, and I can tell you which one I will not root for. Because I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be real frank here. Niggas play games, and niggas like to be funny.
You talking about men and women?
Yeah, exactly. Because
I never say first of all,
I think are the worst.
NIGGA is not race specific. It's an ignorant person, and it's not gender specific.
Mhm.
NIGGA is a NIGGA,
Mhm.
whatever it is.
Got it.
So when I tell you, I don't ever want you to play in my face about my woman. I don't ever want nobody to play in my face about my woman. And if I feel like that's what you're doing and you're going to ruin a 10, 15, 20-year relationship over somebody that may or may not be
Mm.
permanent.
Mm.
So I don't even want to take that chance.
So Victor and Veronica. So I mean, Victor's doing this talking here. So let's just say I'm in the South. I'm older than both of you, and I'm not gonna most likely meet somebody on my level, slightly younger or a little older. That's a virgin, okay? And what happens if I meet somebody I fall in love with and come to find out 6, 7 years ago you slept with him, Victor? It is what it is.
Uh,
You see what I'm saying? I can't throw that relationship away because of something in the past. If we have something that is really there and there's nothing between y'all that now, I don't think I would do that. I'm in that scenario. We're not spring chickens. We're not gonna get with a virgin. So yeah, and everyone we get with in a small town. I mean, even in New York, you still could run into somebody that knows one another. So that's why I said I don't live by that rule.
Yeah, and respect you for that. I mean, it is what it is. But if I meet a woman and we together, we could be planning our wedding, and I find out
oh
you.
hell no.
But I've never went that far. But I'll tell you now, I have a certain group of friends that anybody I ever dated, I run through them. You know him, you know him, you know him, you know him, you know him. And she say, well, because I'm gonna ask my
This
homeboys.
is before the fact though.
Yeah. This is like, 3, 4, 5 days into it.
But
Yeah.
what about
like,
if you you don't like the hypothetical, but the hypothetical is she lies to you, and then you get married, and 2 years down the road, you find out she did sleep with somebody
But
that
see,
you know.
it's hard for her to lie to me because that means both of them had to lie. And if there's almost no way that I would find out 2 years. I don't see how I don't see how it would come out because I don't hang around no flawed individuals. And if I do, then they don't pull the wool over my eyes. But when it comes down to when it comes down to men, I got some friends, I got some homeboys that be like, yo, bro, nah, don't do that. No matter how headstrong I want to go into it. Because even if I meet a woman, day one, I run her through the group chat first. Hey, anybody know her? I got to. Because, I ain't saying I'm out there, but it's a lot of people I don't know. I run it through the group chat first.
And
Because somebody knows somebody.
and I respect that because Victor, you reached out to me. No, no names necessary, but I don't know a lot of people down here. So
Yeah.
I take a lot of pictures with people, so you never know what's moving, how I'm moving, or whatever. And sometimes you can make a bad choice with somebody, like you may know something that I don't know that could be setting me up for problems down the road. So at the end of the day, it's a way of saying, hey man, I'm just letting you know, you make your own decision, but I'm just letting you know a little so and so and so and so.
I think that's kind of. Can I talk?
Oh, we sitting back. When you see when we lean back, you got the mic.
I think it's a little different when it comes to females. I don't see us go. I don't see us going like I use Patricia for an example. I don't see me going to Patricia and be like, hey, do you know blah blah blah? Like because y'all men, y'all done been around the block and back. So it's gonna be like I mean some of us too, but I'm just speaking like it's kind of difficult for us to go to a female and be like, hey, you've been with such and such. It's like, okay, well, we may not be able to get in a relationship for a long period of time because someone we met, they didn't been with such and such. So my thing is, if it happened in the past, leave it in the past. And especially if it's somebody that you truly care for, like y'all. Now it's different, like you say, if you asking them up front, like I just met you and I'm like, hey, you been with any of my homegirls? Like, do you know blah blah blah? Do you know Christine? Do you know Patricia? Do you know Pam? Do you know what I'm saying? That's different. But if you're in it, like you already in it into months, a year, 2 years, and then you find out that somebody is been with one of my friends, I mean, that's tough because listen, we already here now. I'm in love with you. We kicking it for this period of time. So what? You been with her.
That's what I
I'm just finding out. So life goes on.
So
exactly.
you can
As
still
long
be
as
around
my-
her.
Shit.
What'd you just say?
Shit.
I almost
No,
wait-
you almost.
I almost waste my tea. Can
Oh,
can I be around them at the same time?
And bring your.
It depends on how deep it was. Like if she was like truly
You
in
went
love,
just as deep
like
as she went on you.
like you stupid. Like I know someone right now who is in that situation. Like they dated their friend back in high school and now they're together. Like and they get along just fine because it happened in the past. Like that's something that you can't change. If you find someone and you really care for that person, something happened in the past, let it go. Life goes on. So
Exactly.
you telling me that I can't love this person because you've been with them and I didn't know it at the time we got together?
I've been there, and that's why I'm transparent. I got with somebody. I'm single at the time. I'm 25. I know exactly how old I was at the time. I was 25. Got with this young lady. Didn't plan on getting with her, but it happened. She is in a relationship. And couple of times, and then we remained friends, but never again. Never again. And then when I met my wife and they met each other, they became friends. And I told my wife.
Your wife and the girl that you've been
Yeah,
with.
exactly. And I told her, and they became friends. And I can't sit there and tell other people to do this. I'm not saying what I've done, but this was a friendship. We happened to sleep together 2 or 3 times, and that was it. And then I was friends with her 2 to 3 years before I met my wife, and we were friends. So I told my wife, now it's up to my wife if she wants to accept her as a friend. It's up to her. I'm not making her.
Yeah.
If she's not comfortable with it, then she's not comfortable with it. She met her. She's like, I love this girl. This girl is cool. Blah blah blah. They had that friendship. Me and this girl wasn't even together for
Yeah,
2 or 3 more
like-
years. I didn't blow that friendship, and my wife gained a real good friend.
So I think it definitely depends on the person. It depends on how strong you are to accept that relationship.
So
But can we get back to this?
I mean, we kind
We
of
so-
this is kind of on the letter as well. When it comes to exes, but I'll tell you this to be, 1,000. I'm gonna be a thousand with you. What you do with your private areas, there are consequences for that. Who you fall in love with, there's consequences to that. There are people out there that judge you based on your dating history. You can't sit up in here like and we've talked about this before. There's some dudes out there I'm just not going behind. I just ain't gonna do it. I'm not going to purposely go behind this dude.
Purposely.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's for a woman to tell me she dated a famous person, I don't want nothing to do with her because in my mind I have this stigma of all the freaky whatever shit. Like I'll counsel myself before I let you counsel me. I just don't want that type of what I think the relationship's gonna be, and it could be perfect, but I ain't doing it.
So Victor, as I listen to you, and this just came to me. So what gets in your mental will affect you
Yes.
total. So
Yeah.
now I'm seeing now, and you're consistent on this now. Now, I'm not to taking it back, but you mentioned something, a while back about something happened to you early on. But now, as we come forward, it seems like you just said a famous star or whatever. If it plays on your psyche, you'd rather not deal with it because you don't want to have to deal with something that either you can't control your mind thought or it's going to be a problematic to you. Because
Facts.
if it becomes problematic to you, it creates a problem in the relationship and you just rather let it go.
I mean, go ahead.
Mm-mm. I was going to read Goddess comment.
Go ahead.
So she says, I don't know any woman that will be okay with their friend being with their ex unless his penis was horrible. That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not
That's
true.
not true. That's what I'm saying. You
That's
want to
her-
live
that's
your
her-
rigid
And
life.
that's her opinion. That's true. But she says she don't know of a woman, but I know quite a few women
Exactly.
So they had to give up some good Peterborough.
that
It
It's
taking you a
on-
long time to answer.
No, my phone was ringing. My phone was ringing.
I know it was.
But I mean, I know some women that. I mean, I don't want to get personal. I'm just
don't
saying,
get personal. Don't get personal.
it's not always about the sex.
The fuck.
It's not always
It's
about the
not.
sex.
It's
I
not.
mean, even
not.
if the sex is good and you want to be with someone else, damn it, go be with them.
Sex is
I cannot control who go with who. If it ain't my sister, I know who my sister's been with.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I know who they dealt with in the past. If it's not my sister, and I'm not saying that I don't care who my BFFs have been with. I'm not gonna say that, but I pretty much know who they've been with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go to them and be like, "You've been with such and such." That's just like I think Patricia said in the comments. She's not getting to go to her friends and ask. But if we know that that they've been with them already,
Facts.
Right.
I'm not gonna try to talk to that
Could I
dude
read
because I already
Destiny?
know.
Let me read Destiny Simone because it's interesting to come from a woman instead of us men. She said, and you just said the same thing. I'm cool with my ex-husband's fiance. Laugh out loud. That's in the past. And see, me and my cousin had a conversation the other day, and I'm not trying to change her, and she know I can't change her, but I don't move like that. And and some women do, and some men do.
Mm.
You can't change that, and that's understood. I'm not pushing that on, but I'm just saying when I hear these things, I'm not saying they're wrong, but I just see problems in the relationship. I just see that it's just so much. There's some kind of controlling factor here. You can't do this. You can't do that. You better not be
Mhm.
friends with that. I'm not living my life like that. I'm not living my life to no stress like this. I ain't born into that. And now that I'm older and see how things can work when there's transparency and straightforwardness and not lying, I'm not living my life like
Yeah,
that.
because
No,
No,
that's
I'm
they're
not
like I
doing
could be
that.
missing out on somebody really great.
No.
She said they was
Because
cool, but were they cool before while her like they could she's saying she's cool with him. That's not what we
yeah,
talking
are you
about.
talking about after the
She
Yeah.
fact?
said I'm cool with my ex-husband's fiance. That's the point I'm saying.
That
That it
has
was an
nothing to
ex.
do with what we talking about.
Yes, it does.
No,
Because
it don't.
yes, it does. Because I just made mention that my wife was cool with somebody that I slept with in the past.
But that's not the meat and potato of the conversation.
But I'm just saying that
Was
another
you
woman
friends,
is saying that
Destiny?
instead of
Was you friends with her before?
yeah,
you
that's
and
what
your
that was the
ex
conversation was about the
met.
friends before.
Yeah.
Like we was trying to kind of stay on
Oh,
subject
okay,
this
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah. Was you friends with her before you met your ex? And
You mean was you
Yeah, I
friends
mean, if
with?
they
but was she
kid,
friends with the girl before she
No.
got with the ex?
Oh,
I don't. That's what we asking Destiny. That she texted her today. I mean, if y'all cool now, y'all cool now. But we talking about was y'all friends before he got with her?
Yeah.
If, yeah, not really. Well,
Oh,
so
okay.
Cheryl says so. Vic can't be with someone that was with the famous person because he don't want to think about her getting nasty with that person. Like Fatim said, I'm 42. Ain't nobody a virgin. I don't want a virgin. So I mean, I don't think about them getting nasty, but I know that it happened.
Yeah, and just imagine all these people that been with
Anybody.
anybody.
Yeah, because I mean,
Like you
any woman
can't
that been with me probably know I done, I
been with 60, 70 women.
70-year-old women, 60 and 70-year-old women. I like them old.
But I'm just saying, if we sit here and think about, this person and been with this person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person,
Mhm.
that's a turnoff in itself.
It is. It
So
is.
I'm not gonna sit here and wreck my brain about who you done been with
Mhm.
because I'm not gonna want you in that case. So
You
I'm
you don't think about that?
I'm just do I ever think about like who the person ain't been with?
Mhm.
No. I think about where we're going now. The present now. Where are we going in this?
But
What
do
are we
you-
doing?
But do you? So I've always said this, and I mean this: if I don't want to go nowhere and everybody know you, like when I say like if you famous or something, that's one thing. you know what I'm saying, you popular or whatever. But
Sexually, you talk.
yeah, but if we constantly running into an ex, bro, I'm good. Like I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Was how
I don't have those problems.
but that's
Thank
what
God.
but see, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Tyrone say get worms. They got worm medicine. For all that.
But I get what you're saying. You don't want to be with this person that's been sleeping with so many dudes that everywhere you go, she's like, oh, that was an ex man, or I've been with.
Or you're that, if you feel like you're that open to constantly tell me that. Like I know everybody's got a past, but it's a lot of shit I just don't want to know.
And that's the problem. Why are we telling these things? Like, I feel like just keep the stuff to yourself. Like, I'm not getting ready to volunteer and tell someone who I done been with.
Well,
They're out there.
well,
I'm not getting ready to tell you. Well,
Well,
when I first get with you, like I done been with 30
well, this,
men.
well, this
You're
can,
gonna make 31.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that it shouldn't matter who I've been with in my
31.
past.
well,
Damn, Reggie.
I think, unfortunately, I disagree with you, Veronica, because what Victor said, if you've been around the block, let's just say you've been around the block, and Victor says, you with me, and I go somewhere, and everybody knows you, and they know you not from you being popular, but knowing you from sleeping around, you owe that man right there on your arm. You need to tell him that, because you know what?
Need to tell him what?
You need to tell him that you've been around the block, because he's gonna
Y'all
eventually
don't
find
tell us
out.
y'all been around the block.
I ain't never been around the block.
I'm
I've
just
been
saying,
with two women.
I'm just telling
full
you
time.
why you tell that person when you've been around the block.
Okay.
Because, like Victor said, when you walk in a
Excuse me,
place and they're
Pastor.
popular, I've known women that are just downright popular, and they've maybe only slept with two guys because they're just popular. But if you, as a woman, known that, now you said we've been around the block, and I'm gonna show you the double standard. We can get away with that.
See, that's
Women can't get away with that. It's not fair. Fatine ain't saying it's fair,
Yeah.
but that's how the world works today. We can get away with that because we get pat on the back for the notches on our belt of how many women we slept with. So if you don't tell that man and then he finds out, then you're gonna be ass out anyway.
Well, I just be
Right.
A out. Like I'm not gonna get with you and be like, well, I just wanted to tell you I didn't been with, I'm gonna use 30 again. I didn't been with 30 men. I just wanted to know. Like this dude actually, and we was friends. We was trying to get to know each other. This was some years ago. Years ago. Okay. And we was trying to get to know one another. And this dude, he told me out his own mouth, like he'd been with over 100 women. Like, dude, that's a flat out turn off. And he was nice looking brother. We never slept together, thank God.
I'm glad he told you that.
But he did, tell me that. Why? Okay,
I'm
you
good.
know what,
I'm-
Herman? I see you got the camera
Um,
real close up in my face.
I'm glad he told
But
you
it's
that.
all good. But yes, he did tell me he'd been with over 100.
And you know why I'm glad that he told you that? Because now you know, now you didn't give yourself to him. And now if you, let's just say if you chose to, you'd be like, yo, bro, we got to go to the clinic. You got to run all these tests. You need to know this.
But
And that's the thing. Let's say if he didn't tell you, you gave yourself to him, and then boom, something happened. That's why I say transparency is the best, because that's why we don't lie to that other person. So you give them the option of saying yes or no.
Yeah, but who's going in? And some do it clearly. He
He ain't got to say 100 women. He could just say, yo,
Yeah,
I'm
But
I'm
who's
sure,
proud.
man.
going? Who is?
Insecure man. That's exactly. If you lead off like
No, you don't do
and I'll tell you this. Shouts out to Tyrone, because Tyrone, your comment last week really, really, really stuck with me all week when he said a man that leads with his money is an
Yeah.
insecure man.
Yep.
And then I kind of whatever,
Mm.
but he's right.
Yes.
But he's right. I mean, I want to take back what I said. That does set me aside, but I don't have to put it out there.
Exactly.
That's and I really, really, I'll probably watch that little segment a few times, and I say, well, damn, I really didn't look at it
Mhm.
exactly how I think Tyrone was trying to put it. But what I have does set me aside. But when I really dissected exactly what he said, a man who leads with his money is an insecure man, I get it, bro, and you fucking right.
So
Yeah, that's a turnoff.
okay, so it can be a turnoff.
Yeah.
For
To
He-
some,
some,
for
it,
some,
it
yes,
can be a
yes.
turnoff. It can be what Victor said and what Tyrone said,
Yeah.
insecure man.
Mhm.
And then it could also be a man who is secure and ain't playing games and leading with that money because he has an agenda
Mhm.
and ain't no use to, because the bottom line is if I want to catch this fish, my money is the best bait. I'm
Mhm.
not going out there and trying to catch this fish without good bait. My bait is my money.
Yep.
So what's the me trying to talk and smooth talk you this, that, and other? Here's the bait.
Yep.
You biting or not. Once you bite, now I can finagle or whatever. So it can be an insecure man, but it also could be a secure person that's saying this is the bait I'm using.
And
But
you're right. You're right.
Mr. Sammy says he never tells, and I
Yeah.
feel like you shouldn't have to
No.
tell.
You shouldn't.
Like that's that you say he should have been up front. Now
Yes.
imagine all these people that you know.
100 people. I'm dealing with a massive group of people.
Yeah, but I'm
that you
saying like
slept with.
think about people that you already slept with, and
Mhm.
you don't know their count. He just happened to come out and he wasn't the only man that tell me that.
So you got to understand this. This is what I look at, and
Am I talking loud? Because I don't my
No,
headphones.
you're fine. I mean, you in my ear, but it's good.
well, I don't want to. I want to say this, and guys need to realize who they dating. When and it's gonna sound like I'm calling some people ugly, but I'm not. When you go out there and you realize you find a woman attractive, and we talking about when we talked about, I already talked about nines and tens. Me and you had this conversation either yesterday or the day before.
Yes, we did.
Understand nines and tens. We talking about nines and tens.
Mhm.
They don't work. But you understand that these women are constantly getting hit on, and it's hard for somebody to keep saying no. So if you dating somebody who is very, very, very sexual and is flaunting their sexuality all the time, understand there's a lot that comes with that. Now you have some natural, beautiful women, and you understand that there's some men that's gonna see that. Can she always say no? So you already got to understand what you potentially are going into. So you need to realize, hey, do I want this or not?
So
Yes,
let's
You-
look at this. You got okay. So look at this. I bring her name up to times so you understand this. Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead. It was known. She wrote a book. She slept with numerous men. She told it. She still got with not only and I don't hate to put color on it, but she got with a status person. Bill Maher, white guy, money, television. He knew her past at the end of the day. He still got with her. So at the end of the day, she put it out there. It's his choice to say yay or nay.
It's his choice.
But
choice.
Her
but
choice.
but you understand with the whole Bill Maher, Fred Durst, Exhibit, all them, they
Mhm.
wasn't public with her because we all seen what she did to Mr. Marcus
Oh
on
yeah.
that video.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest with you, I take a stab at it too, just if nobody knew, and I would never tell it,
Mhm.
just to experience what I'm like. Come on,
Yeah, she exposed either she exposed Mr. Marcus because Mr. Marcus was up here, but after they got together,
that was it.
that was it.
was
Because
done.
she
He was done
Yeah, he
But
was
why
done because
but why try to hide it though?
because of who she is. Like, you got to understand, every relationship that you have shouldn't be a public one.
Yeah.
I learned that quick.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say quick. I learned that late in life.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because we together and we whatever, let people think whatever it is, it ain't for everybody.
But I had to put, by being a public figure, it was times I would tell my late wife that, look, you got to show your face. You got to show your face. People hear about you because you got to realize I'm talking about on the radio, this, that, and the other. So you have to show your face time to time. Because she was like, I'm not that public person. I'm the shy person, this, that, and the other. And I get that, and I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable, but you need to show your face because in this world that I'm in, you get it thrown at you. You don't even have to be in my world to get it thrown at you. But I'm just saying you need to show your face because you know, I want, because some people will give you that respect. Some people just try to stab you in the back, and that's how this world is, and that's how it is. But I said that at times you need to show your face, and she did.
So Tyrone says there's a difference between relationships and experiences. You know what you get,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and you know what, Tyrone,
Yeah.
you hitting it up, you hit it right on the head, because
Yeah.
we could be together, but if we like, I remember when we first started, when I first kind of, digitally met you during the height of COVID, you used to always talk about a conversation, a conversation. I'm like, bro, relationships just kind of happen. But I was um I was engaged at the time. So when I became single, the shit made sense.
Mm.
Because you got to think, I went from a 10-year relationship to kind of whatever, to a real long-term relationship, got engaged, and to me just being out there, I realized, being with some experience under my belt, that, like Tyrone said, motherfucker, we wasn't together. We
Mhm.
was just fucking.
That's it.
I
That's
hate to
it.
say it like
But
that.
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Oh, it's a situationship. Whatever, when we
Oh,
get together,
exactly.
it's a situationship. However, we put this together, but we're not in a relationship.
Exactly.
What does
A,
that
a
mean?
relationship means a commitment.
What
A
does he-
situationship is that we have an
I
understanding.
mean, I know the difference, but
Oh.
what was the point Tyrone was making?
So basically, what I had said, I'm sorry, let me go back.
I don't know why he just don't come take a seat at the table.
Well, basically, what I'm saying is, when I kept saying, like, there's a conversation that has to be had. Well, Fatim would always say you got to have that conversation. I always like, well, nah, bro, relationship just kind of morph into one,
I get it.
and that's what he's saying. Like, just because
Yeah.
we bumping uglies don't necessarily mean.
That I have to have a conversation with you about who you've been with.
No.
Well,
Well-
no. Well, I guess you could kind of loosely say that, but basically saying is we ain't together.
So I don't have to tell you. I don't have to have a conversation with you about who I've been with.
No, you don't,
No.
because you don't owe me anything.
You don't owe me that.
You don't owe me
You
nothing.
don't owe me that.
But you're gonna wait until you get in a relationship and then you're gonna talk about it.
Well,
Make it make sense.
while we're dealing, so like I said, like, let's say I meet you tonight for the first time, right? And we exchange numbers or whatever, and I got your name, group chat. Phew. Hey, y'all know her? Before we even
But see, that's the thing. You're gonna find out before you even go down that, like, you know her name.
yeah.
Y'all spoke maybe on the phone once, but you're
Mhm.
gonna send, like you say, that group chat to find
I'ma
out
do my
if any of
background check.
your,
Mhm.
people been
Mhm.
with this person. But what Tyrone, I'm thinking he's saying is, if you're not with this person, y'all just banging, smashing, whatever you want to call it, he's not going to have that conversation with that person.
No.
Because you're not
You're going to wait
obligated.
until you get into a relationship with
Yes.
them to have, but you're not saying that. You're going to have you're going to find out before you even get to the point of trying
Yeah,
to
because I don't
get-
sleep around like that. That's my thing. I'm a little bit more selective with my penis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not, or whatever,
yeah.
whatever he does. I'm just saying, speaking on me, like, I don't get around like that. But if I just want to let some steam off or whatever, I might, whatever. But
Mhm.
we're going to deal with each other, and we might not ever have that conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, so I'll say this: like, I really don't like playing with people, because there's no way two people can have sex and no feelings be involved. I've never seen that happen. I've
but
never
y'all,
seen that happen.
but y'all men say that y'all can have sex with females and not feel anything.
That's
Some
I
men
said
say
that multiple times on this
Some
show.
men say that, but I
I've said it.
can't speak for another man. I can't sleep with a woman multiple times and not have some form of feelings for her. I just can't do that.
Mhm.
So I choose not to even put myself in that predicament. That's
Yeah.
just me.
And that's what and Victor says that once you establish a pattern, usually you're opening yourself up for more emotions to be involved. When I've said is that, and I've said it, and you ain't got to say something. I've said it. Fatine said it, that you can sleep with a woman, and I was looking at it from the perspective it's not being such something that is established, but you get with her, you hit it, because she's attractive or not. That it doesn't have to be emotions involved. But I do understand what Victor's saying, that sometimes when you do get their feelings are caught, you know, and a lot of women say, I hear a lot of women, not all women, but a lot of women say it's hard for us to sleep with a man without there being some type of emotion going on. But as now in 2023, I just see more women that are just out here that they do it for the fun like men do it.
Mhm.
Oh,
know?
yeah, there a lot of that is
That's a
going
fact.
on.
Yeah. Now I just said I'm not gonna put the name out there, but someone that we know who watched the show put out something on Facebook today that, and it was interesting, and I agree with it. She said, a female said that I'm not gonna get with no man that can't satisfy me sexually. And if that's the case, you know, a lot of women, you know, that are starting off, they want to save themselves, but you will not know that if you don't try it, because if you try it and it's terrible, and then you already made a commitment as being married, now your sex life is trash.
Wait, so I'm not. Oh, I can say this. If you send me a picture of the coochie, I can tell you whether I'm gonna want to go in it or not.
Well, it's not about a picture of the coochie. Woman,
What?
Let me
wait, wait.
fin- let me
Oh,
fin-
okay,
wait,
okay,
wait, let me
okay,
finish.
Okay.
So a woman knows her body. So if you send her a picture of something like that, she might not even want. She like, I'm not even going down that road.
Gotcha.
But if you send her something like that, she may take a stab at it.
Yeah, but what the point is, I hear what you're saying, Victor, but I think there's people that got this and don't know how to use it. You hear women say this, that there's guys like this and there's guys like this, and they've gotten more out of this guy than that guy because this guy here don't know what he's doing. He's so quick on the draw, he's quick draw, mature. And at the end of the day, and he doesn't do what needs to be done. So that's what I'm saying, that it comes down, and Veronica's here as a woman, so we got to hear what you got to say. It's not just about a picture. It's about the performance. It's about the emotion. I've seen beautiful women that just lay there and don't hardly bump and move. So it's
I'm gonna still get mine.
oh yeah, Bernie Mac, I got you.
You
ain't off the hook, Veronica. Go ahead, chime in,
girl.
girl.
All right, so I get it.
Mhm.
You can have, if I'm trying to sweep out the corner and my broom can't get to that corner,
Yeah.
what's the point of me grabbing that broom? But I can still get closer with a toothbrush and get. And I get what you're saying, bro. I get it.
Gotcha.
I get it. You know, because some women say, well, you know, he could just eat me out. Man, you get tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you saying, a woman could just lay there. You'll get tired of that. She can give
Exactly.
you, she can give you the best oral in the world, but you be like, man, this just ain't it. I need it all.
I need it all.
I need it all.
I need a little bit more than that. I don't have to get it all, but it got to be about 75% there. Can't be 25 or under 50.
No,
Yeah, we waiting for Veronica to jump in here. She says, "Can I speak?" We'll sit back.
I said that 20 minutes ago.
No, we waiting.
So we're talking. So you want the flip phone, the iPhone, or the iPhone Plus, or the Galaxy?
And do you want it on ring or on vibrate? You want the motion in the
I
ocean?
want the one that's gonna treat me right.
Man, bullshit.
Yeah.
Man, come on. So you want the micro?
Back the camera up, Herman.
Back to the camera.
I want the one that's gonna treat me with respect. It's not always about the sex. I don't know why. Yeah, it's not always about the sex. But you ain't getting ready to come around me with no battery. AAA.
Why you ain't got the battery on this table? We always had that battery at the house.
I'm sorry, and those may be.
So
The
what if
sweet
you come?
ones.
What if you come in the bedroom like that? Just limp up. Oh, he got a dicky do with his nuts.
It's a dicky do.
You know what a dicky do is?
It's a dicky do.
When his
Southern
nuts-
term.
I don't even know what that is.
It was a dicky.
When his nuts hang lower than his dick do, that's called a dicky do. You never heard of a dicky do?
I ain't never heard
When they
of
say
that.
his stomach stick out further than his dick do,
Oh,
that's a dicky do too.
God.
Weenie, please.
Oh, excuse me.
Weenie.
Sorry.
But when he put it to dicky do, I was like, dicky do. What the hell?
My bad.
I don't
My
want
bad.
it.
My bad.
Yo.
But you know, I'm moving on. Most women can only deal with. Why did I go to Voodoo comment?
What did Voodoo say? Well, you better read it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Most women can only deal with 6 inches.
The max.
Max.
And then what Courtney said? Performance matters.
Right.
Yeah, I'm old. My hip bothering me right now.
Right.
Shit. Doing nothing, cuz.
But you can always tell the ones with the smallest package
How?
because
How?
they always be talking junk.
Yep.
Mhm.
They talk junk. They talk trash
They
about
wear
the
bright
women.
colors.
They,
Yep.
but yeah, you walking around here
They
with
got
your
braids. Go ahead.
Did you
When he
say
said bright
braids?
colors, I sat back. I said, I know he ain't telling on himself, is he? Then he said braids.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
In the
That's
comments.
that's the AI. We got an AI computer in here, and it sometimes talks. So let our AI computer talk.
The older you get, the less you care about performance. That's voodoo. That's what he says.
So what's the average for a woman? That's the question.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
I can't answer.
I got a
for
tape measure in
all
my truck.
Women.
So this
I
phone
mean-
is about 5 and some change. Roughly about 5.5 length.
Yeah.
And this one is about, I don't know, 4.5. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, which one would you want run up in you? So no, but seriously.
Excuse
So
us, Pastor.
from the tip of my thumb to about here is about 6 inches. That's about 6 right there.
That's enough.
Okay. And this is about what is
Don't want it.
it? Okay. Okay. And this, wait a minute. And this is a foot.
No female want that run up in them. I mean,
Ask that. Put that
not
question in the-
all females. Let me say
Okay,
that.
okay.
No, I mean, you know what?
That's 12
Since we're
inches.
going there, I can speak for Veronica. I want pleasure. You know, I want to be able to enjoy the sex that we're having. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy you making love to me. I don't need for you pushing no 14-inch
Mhm.
up in me.
Gotcha.
Why are we talking? How do we get on this?
I mean, you jumped on it. I figured you'd ride it on through.
Jump on it and ride it on through. I love it. I love it.
I hope my dad's not watching.
Oh,
I mean, I'm pretty sure he done sent a Polaroid.
one or two.
Ah. But I'm just saying, ladies, do y'all agree with me? I mean, some of us want to enjoy the moment. We don't want to be hurting before the fact, during the fact, after the fact, where you go and pee and it's burning when you're using the bathroom because it was just so painful. Like, I
Well-
don't want that. I
Well,
want to, like I said, I want to enjoy the moment.
Right.
Not
yeah, I'm not a woman, so I can't sit there and say that. But what I've seen and experienced before that pain pleasure situation.
yeah, I don't I'm not
and
down.
and you, like you said, you want to enjoy it. And there's some women that tell you, some women that haven't even have had an orgasm. Some women G-spot has not been touched. And some women G-spots have been touched and they've hit another level that they went places they've never went before,
Well,
and that pain becomes more pleasure. I'm just
You know what?
saying that.
No, because I'm glad we're talking about this because I'm
Right.
a female. So let me talk right here.
Yes,
right
go ahead.
quick,
We sit back.
since you're talking about the G spot.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
A lot of men do not take the time to
Find it.
no, not even find it. A lot of you don't take the time to get to know your woman.
Correct.
A lot of you don't ask questions when it comes to that. A lot of you assume that y'all know what makes us feel good. A lot of y'all assume that y'all know when we're about to hit that point. Y'all do a lot of assuming instead of getting to know the person that y'all with.
Facts.
Instead of finding out where my G spot is.
It's usually 2 inches and you turn up. If you could get that thumb.
But how many of y'all really know that?
Oh,
Exactly. And
How many of y'all really take the time to find out y'all woman? That's the thing. That's why a lot of y'all don't get to see y'all woman climax. A lot of y'all don't get to see. Y'all could have the best penis. Y'all are getting y'all rocks off or whatever you want to call it, but y'all not taking the time to learn that woman's body, and that's important. That's important for us to get to that note. Like y'all get to where y'all need to be every chance. Like every time y'all get to where y'all need to get. But a lot of times, some of us, we don't get to that because y'all don't hit that right spot. Or if you hit in that right spot, then you'll move to the left or you'll move to the right and you mess up because we was there.
Mhm.
But then y'all went over.
How in the
So,
hell
wait,
we
wait.
moving to the right
Yeah,
and
yeah,
left if you got all that damn space?
Oh Lord. Well, look, I wanted to say this real quick. Veronica,
What?
I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to do this.
Y'all brought it out.
No, I'm glad it did because I've been trying to have this conversation for a long time, but you was kind of not comfortable with it or whatever.
I'm still not comfortable.
But it's fine. You said a mouthful just now, and that is correct.
Mouthful.
We men don't understand our female partner, but a lot of us don't understand women. They think that women climax similar to men, meaning that you build up, and poof. It don't work like that with a woman. A woman builds up plateaus, and then you got to push them up. A lot of men don't even understand the woman's body. So what you just said, you can hit that spot, and as soon as you're about to take that woman, you shift and you throw it off. And once you throw it off, it messes the woman up. You drop her back down here. Now she got to build
now we
back
gotta
up
start all over
again.
to try to find
But we can
out
never have this
where-
conversation on this show. And this is why I'm saying, because so many people, especially us dumbass men, think that it's just about this, and you need to understand your female part.
So,
Yeah.
so let's back up
And
for
a lot of them don't care because as long as they get in there.
Exactly.
So let's back up for a second.
Thank you, Veronica.
Because I think y'all got the game. I don't know how y'all having sex or who you having sex with, but me, speaking from the co-captain of the coochie eating crew.
Keep
You know
it
what I'm saying?
PG-13.
Yeah, I said coochie eating crew. I'm the co-captain, and yeah, for team is capping tonight. There's levels to it. So I'm gonna just say that. There's levels to it. I wouldn't have made it to 42 doing what I'm doing if I didn't know what I was doing. Everybody don't have sex the same.
Mhm.
Everybody can't make people and squirt across the room and all that other shit.
Mhm.
It just don't happen that way. But for everything that God gave me, you ain't gonna complain. I don't see how you can. I ain't had none
And
yet.
I mean, not saying that it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because, like I said, the sex could be great,
Mhm.
but it's just getting to know that woman body.
But so I think some men have sex the same with everybody. I don't think you can do that.
Mm.
I think some men don't know how to whatever, because you get with somebody who's green and they're like, I've never had that happen before, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker, you just trying to stroke my ego. I don't know how we got so deep in this conversation,
Right.
but now I'm capping.
But
But,
but listen to that person, because I mean she
Well, I mean, some
8 out of 10 she's probably telling you the truth. Like she never not trying to make. My thing is
And you don't want a woman to. Sometimes a woman don't want to be verbal. They want to
Yeah.
give. They want you to feed off their body, their energy. You hitting a spot. Even if you massaging them and you hit that spot in massaging them, you got to know. You understand what I'm saying,
Listen.
Victor? You're right, and Veronica.
give me a good
Everybody is different, and you're right. If you feel that you can't, there's some men that just. I call it the magic wand. If they got that magic wand that can hit it like that and make you fine, they got that. But every woman is different. And if you feel that you can do the same thing to every woman, you're fooling yourself, and you're depriving that woman, because every woman is different and different points turn them on differently.
and that's just like what Voodoo says.
Mhm.
Bad D for one is good D for someone
That is
else, and
correct.
that goes the same way.
Yes.
Good P for
So
some is
I'm
bad.
gonna tell you this: the best I've ever had was an emotional connection. It wasn't. I don't think our bodies
I
just a
don't know
lot.
how we got on here, but
I don't know either, but I
I
just think
love
it
it
was
though.
a.
I love it.
I think it was an emotional connection more than anything, because I feel like we had sex before we even started having sex, and then once you got it, we got into it. It was like, and it's like everything flowed, just flow.
Victor, I had to sit there and I was quiet. I was thinking real quick. You could tell what I'm thinking, and I had to think about that. And it's so interesting that when you do have that emotional connection, and this is sometimes you can't plan this,
Yes,
but if you have that emotional connection and y'all can climax together, it is one of the best experience that you can ever have.
and that motherfucker get to fluttering like that.
Oh God,
oh my gosh, we
Ooh,
got people
boy.
turning away.
No, it ain't. You
Ain't nobody
actually
turning.
the views went up. I ain't gonna lie to you. The views went. I'm sitting here watching it. They went up. Yeah, we good.
We needed to have this kind of conversation because men and women don't talk. We think we know it all. And when you get with a woman, it's nothing wrong but having a conversation. It's the most beautiful thing. It's conversing with a person. It's just if you know how to converse with a woman, then it's sometimes it's cat and mouse, but it's beautiful. I just put a piece up there with Jason Lyric in that movie. It's a movie, of course.
Love Jason
But, yeah,
Lyric.
but she made him work for that.
Yeah,
She made him work for that. And I love that.
that
Because
was a
make
real
us
love
work,
story.
make us be creative, make us earn that. And as you making him earn that, you start to find out, hey, maybe my emotions are getting into him, he's getting into you, and it becomes more intense.
I feel like Jason Lyrics, and I'm glad you brought that up. That was a real love story. I
Mhm.
love that movie.
It was a great movie.
But I mean, it was a movie.
It was a movie.
But are people really like men? Like he was a true gentleman.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
and I know men are very,
attentive.
very. And who was that? Somebody just posted something about, okay, that was Lois. You should be comfortable telling your partner what you like or don't like.
Correct.
Give them some guidance. And
So-
I feel like that's very important.
Put
When
them on the
you have-
train track. Put
When
them on
you
the train
have
track.
that bond with your significant other and y'all are able to talk about what you like and don't like without hurting each other's feelings, I think that is like the best.
So I don't like being on the rebuttal because her comment is great, but just do it with care.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
have
Without
to
hurting.
you have
each
to do
other's
it with
feelings.
care, because if just understand, if you're giving me some guidance about your body, just be gentle telling me.
Yeah.
Don't be like, but just give it
Yeah.
with care.
Like
That's it.
you don't hit the spot right. You're not even like I'm saying, don't come out and say like that where you hurting the man's feelings. Don't even say that at all, I don't think.
Well, it comes a time when you will say it like that.
I
If
hope
you-
not.
I hope not
it is. You know why?
That was an
You know why?
example.
You know why it comes time like that? For that, because it comes a time where you do tell that man and he doesn't listen. So now you got to do shock and awe now, because you're not listening and I'm not getting no satisfaction. So I done told you 2 and 3 times, you're a grown man, and unless you selfish, and if you selfish and you don't care about me, then it takes it to another
Yeah,
level.
but I don't have the heart to just go in like that. and tell someone.
No. You can't. I mean, you going in and you like, and I get it. Some people want to be that forward with their partner, but if your partner's not that comfortable
Yeah.
with the craziness that could be going on in there, because I consider myself a conservative. Like, I'm not gonna be doing no swings and all this and bringing all this. Like, it's just us. And if me and you can't do it, then you got to find somebody else. That's how I feel. If it more than just us in the bedroom, I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
I gotta
I
get a
it's
Seattle Superhawk. Not Seattle straight right now. Hold on, let me get him straight.
What
I
could
feel
say?
Oh Lord.
He says, I only last 2 minutes and I know my wee little, so you can't hurt my feelings. We can laugh together and we can try again later.
You know what? Leave it to Noah Lee Johnson.
What does that comment right to say, brother Fatim?
Now that's
No, what does that say, brother Fatim?
where. Which one?
Worry about your team, which is.
Oh yeah, that's football. You gotta read that.
But I mean, having a great conversation with your significant other, I feel like is the best thing. And not only when it comes to sex, like about anything, you should be able to talk to your partner.
There's certain things I don't think. There's certain things I'm just not gonna talk to my partner about. I don't. I have never shared my insecurities with the person I'm with. It's always been somebody else.
Mm.
Like there are people that know my insecurities that don't know it's an insecurity because you can't use that against me. I'll never sharpen that knife for you to stab me in my back when it's time to leave a relationship because I have yet to be in a relationship when it was over that somebody didn't try to bring something up
Mm.
and or do something to tear me down. No matter if it ended, it ended. But that extra shit, I'm cool on that.
Well, let's go back to and I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's go back to the sex part right quick. So if you're with someone and she tell you, the other night, babe, when we was doing the do, I didn't like the way you put your finger in my butt.
That's AI. Don't worry about that. That's AI computer. Just feeding off of the comment. Go ahead.
Would you,
That's the AI
why
computer.
do Herman keep?
That's a good point.
That's an example. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Pastor. I'm sorry.
No,
What?
don't be sorry. Shit.
How-
Pastors ain't putting fingers in butts.
Just like, would you take offense to that, or would you be glad that they told you how they felt?
It depends. To me, that it depends.
I mean, because I feel like you will want to know that instead of continuing doing that when you know they don't enjoy it, right?
So I look at it from two different ways. I look at it if I did it once and you're not open to doing it again, then I mean, I'm not getting no enjoyment out of it, but I mean, it is what it is.
There's a problem. It can create a problem, and I mentioned this before.
Yeah,
but with
like-
this creates a problem. So, like I said, there's some guys, some men that like anal sex, and if you don't enjoy it, and can't really deal with it, then that's a problem. And I don't know how you rectify that, but even though talking about it, rectify, wow. But anyway, but anyway, I didn't plan that, no pun intended on that one. But seriously, that's why these are conversations. You need to know these things ahead of time, because I said I've been to a forum and this guy said I'm cheating on her because I told you ahead of time I like anal sex, and then you was like, I'm gonna go along with it, and then we get into this relationship and then you don't want to do it. I'm turned off. I really didn't like it. I just said it because I thought it was, to go along with you. And this guy said, bump that, I'm out, or I'm a cheat, because this is something that I like to do. That's why we can't just get together without having and knowing what you said, conversation, knowing each other, what our likes and preferences are, to the point, because I'm telling you, intimacy and terrible intimacy causes major problems, and it causes a divorce too.
Now, Goddess says stuff like that should be discussed beforehand.
Correct.
Or Goddess, are you talking about before y'all even get to that point of sleeping together? Are you talking about like the first time y'all slept together and it happened, and you should let them know right then and there? Which one? And I'm saying that because I don't know if you just get with somebody and y'all having a conversation, and say you and I'll be like, Victor, I'm letting you know.
Can you use somebody else, please? Use you in this cup.
Because see, for Tiva, like
You in this cup.
No, I'm just
I'm a-
saying, I'm a realist. So I'm a
Listen.
realist because this is real life, y'all. This is why so many people step out, because we don't have these kind of conversations with our significant others.
Like, so all right. So
I forgot what I was going.
I was waiting for you to use this
with
example.
me, and I think I know where you was going. So with me, if we have a conversation like that too soon, that's a turnoff.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
To
why
me,
am I having a conversation with you about that?
Yeah,
And we
that's a
ain't
turn
even,
off.
I'm be like, hey, I don't want you putting your hand in my, I feel like, why are we talking about this now?
Yeah,
Let's get to that point. Like, if it happened and you
Then you
don't
deal with
like
it, right.
it,
I-
So-
then deal with it. I'm
So
not
I
gonna-
think the first time is gonna be awkward anyway. The very first time it's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be, whatever, quick, and we'll go from there.
Mm.
But the first time, if we trying to pull out all the stops and I got a toe in my
Yeah,
mouth and all that,
like-
nah, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too
yeah,
much.
Not me.
you putting the toe in the mouth the first night.
Okay.
Huh?
What letter?
Yeah, what was the letter about again?
Yeah, because we had
It's-
we,
it's
we, we
10
way
o'clock.
past time.
So, final thought.
On what?
But fatigue can go on another hour with this.
Damn right, boy. All we got to do is dim the lights, put the candles on here, get them ladies in the bubble bath, and we can
Could you
turn
read
this on.
Patricia's comment?
Yes.
I got it. in front.
Beforehand, if you are in an intimate relationship, intimacy starts before the act. Facts.
Yes,
Facts.
I love that. That's the theater of the mind. Who said that?
Patricia.
Patricia. The theater of the mind. Captivate that mind. The body follows.
So
Eh,
go ahead.
I was going to Goddess.
Go okay.
She says because we grown and you know if you want to sleep with someone or not. Yes, that's facts. That's true. But me personally, someone that I know I want to sleep with, be with like that, I'm still not getting ready to come out and say, I don't want you putting your hand. I just feel like that's too soon to be telling someone that. Like, let it, Herman.
that's
You
dope.
know
Yeah.
what? I
Yeah.
can't wait.
So let me just say this.
Yeah.
I've always used the word conversation, but one thing I don't want to do, and when I first meet a woman, and even if we're going to sleep together,
Yeah.
I don't. I've learned this from older women when I was younger, and I still apply. I don't talk sex with them. You don't talk sex.
Yeah.
It can be a turn off. It's just if it goes there, it goes there, and if you enjoy one another, and if it continues, and if needs the conversation, then the conversation comes up.
Yeah,
But I'm
'cause
not having that conversation before.
I feel like if we're having a conversation before sex like that, like, oh, I want to do, blah, blah, blah to you. I feel like you're only trying to get with me for sex.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I don't.
that's
really
just the way I'm-
I don't really talk
So,
sex with women
that-
that I may want to sleep with or whatever. I usually don't. I usually don't talk sex with women too much.
Really?
God,
Really, I'm serious. Like that kind of thing. Yeah.
so look, I
unless-
want to get the Goddess right quick
go.
because this is after 10. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
It's
so she
fine.
came back and said, so you would rather let them do it and you not like it? First of all, I don't think I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be with a man that's gonna put his finger in my butt.
What she got? Zoom in on that, please.
Boy, your voice got out. You must like that.
Herman.
What if he's got little hands?
Ooh.
Like my hands are not that big.
I don't. Can we not use?
I'm not gonna. Yeah. Well. Yeah. You're right.
But I'm saying, like, back to her question. So you would rather let them do it, and you not like it? No, I wouldn't want them to do it, and I not like it. But I prefer them to do it, and then I tell them
Exactly. I'm with you on that.
instead
Veronica.
of
Yeah.
me letting him know.
Exactly.
So
Maybe he do it, and maybe I would like it.
Exactly.
So wait a minute. So Tyrone, I've been wanting to get to this. Let me scroll up because I can't see it up there. If a person is selfish enough not to respect boundaries, then they need to be let go. And I
Mhm.
think that's kind of goes along with what you were saying. If you don't want nobody to stick a thumb in your butt, a pinky might work.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Mm.
Oh,
So Destiny writes, Destiny says, because boy, if
Oh.
you try to enter that back door in the moment we're fighting, something needs to be discussed ahead of time. So that
He's at the bottom.
so let me just say this to you, Destiny, and I respect what you're saying. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I just think that there comes still a respect of the person you're dealing with's body, and a man should not try to
Come on now.
He should not. What?
He
He
shouldn't
shouldn't
even be
try
trying
to.
that
He should not try that. But he still can say,
first night.
he can still, he can insinuate it to you doing the act. And if you agree, then you agree. If you don't, nah, I ain't with that. Then you keep on doing what you're doing. You don't. Sometimes you don't have to have a discussion when you're not in the act. In the act, if you respect each other's body and you know that some things are taboo for some women, then you don't go there. Just like oral for some people is a taboo. They don't want to do that. So you not just gonna try to stick it in their mouth.
Right.
Bottom
You know what?
line
I
is you
think
be like,
That's
you know,
that's young dudes right there. I
exactly. You
feel
got to be
like.
experienced. You
That's
got to know how
young.
to finesse and
Yeah.
move with this, man. Come on, y'all
That's
tripping.
that's young guys that'll be
Yeah.
ready to poke somebody in the backside. You know, the first night. Are you
Now,
really
they young
trying to go
guys
through
now.
somebody back door the first
Don't start, Mr. Sammy.
the first night?
Don't start, Mr. Sammy.
Man, we grown, man.
And I see my cousin Melanie is on here now. You know, Melanie love conversations like this. Now Melanie is someone that needs to be sitting at the table,
Oh,
but
man.
my cousin is always traveling.
Okay.
But
All right, Melody. I'm
see,
looking forward to it.
So-
Melanie sells that
Peter Bird
that's
toys.
tough. I love that.
Peterborough,
Yeah.
Peterborough
I love
toys.
that. I love that. Way to
So
go.
this is my take on that, and this is the most transparent I can be. If we are into the act and we are into each other, you ain't gonna know my finger in your butt.
the lies you tell.
I don't see how you'll know. I don't see how you know. I don't see how you would know. Like if we into it and I done gave you that shoe crazy too, man, you want all kind of stuff.
So
in your
say
butt.
I put all this on you. I mean, I'm talking about all
We
of
go
it.
together now.
And I stick my finger up your butt. You ain't you gonna know?
I know. I'm
You gonna know or not?
gonna shut down.
Are you gonna know?
So I'm gonna tell you this because this dude at my job, he's
You didn't answer the question.
I'm about to.
Okay.
I'm about to. And this dude at my job, he talks about him and his wife and this crazy shit. A man and a woman can't be gay in the bedroom. It just can't happen. There's nothing a man and a woman can do in the bedroom that's gay.
I disagree. I disagree
There's-
because I've
listen,
seen
no,
some women
wait a
say,
minute.
"Go ahead."
There is nothing. Look at the definition of gay. There's some freaky shit out there that it is what it is. But we're talking about a man and a woman. There is nothing they can do in the bedroom. If she stuck her hand in his ass, that ain't gay.
I disagree.
Okay.
And the reason why I disagree because if a man feels that they don't want nothing in their backside, and they look that men that allow that in their backside is gay, that is gay. I don't give a damn
Bro,
if it's a woman or a man.
All right,
in
so
that
that's rape. What you're talking about is rape. I'm saying for a man and a woman to have consensual sex,
Right?
there's nothing they can do that's gay.
It's a kiss. To me, it is.
How?
Because if that is off limits to you, and a man,
That's rape.
that's not no. When it's off limits to, when I mean it. Okay, it can be rape too, but don't say that it's not gay because it's a male and female.
You're twisting it, bruh. What I'm saying is two consenting adults,
Right?
male and female,
Right.
that is not gay, no matter what they
Yes,
do
it is.
together.
Yes, it is.
How?
Because at the end of the day, there still can be boundaries by each individual.
Dude, you are twisting it. Listen to what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Two consenting adults
Right.
that's having consensual sex
Correct.
that agree with what each other is doing cannot be gay.
But if you
you
again,
can't say but.
yeah, it is a but because you keep saying two consensual adults are having sex. They're having sex, but there's still a certain things that a person
Dude,
don't.
stop.
But what Victor is saying is they both
They
agree.
both agree to it.
Oh, if
What
they
are you
agree-
talking about?
But if they agree to that, if they agree to put
What is
their thumb,
consent? What is
if-
consent?
consent
Agreement.
means consent.
Agreement.
Agreement means
Consent.
when I look at the word consensual, meaning that you agreeing to sex, that don't mean we agreeing with every act. That's what I'm looking at. Every act.
Bruh.
If they agree to the act, then yes.
Okay, that's you're twisting it. And
I'm not twisting it. I'm telling you that
two
me and Veronica two consensual sex, having sex, but she ain't going to my back door, and we consensually having sex.
okay, and
Right.
then guess what? All I'm saying is a man and a woman that's consenting, having consensual sex, it can't be gay. A man and a woman can't have
Why
gay
don't you
sex.
why don't you rephrase
It's
that?
not rephrasing. You just, bro, they can't do it.
I disagree. Hey,
It
we just
just-
gonna agree to disagree.
I mean, it just can't. Everybody say, hey,
I
it's
mean,
not gay.
the only,
It's suspect. You're right, Tyrone.
It is
but
suspect.
It's not gay.
but I can't. I will.
If it's
say
suspect, then it can
this.
be gay. If it's
If-
suspect, it can be gay.
Yeah, what's the definition of gay?
If someone has on a strap on,
That's still not gay.
you don't think
Oh.
so?
It's not. It's
Y'all-
weird as shit.
Y'all play that
That's
game.
weird.
Y'all play that game if y'all
What
definitely-
are you
want to.
talking, bro?
That's not.
You getting mad?
No, I'm not mad. 14 ain't getting mad, bro.
It's definitely weird.
Yes, it's weird as suspect, but that's a woman.
I don't give a damn if it's a woman. If she putting something in my backside, and especially a strap
Bro,
on.
okay,
Oh, you done lost your damn mind,
wait,
bro.
Wait. Listen, wait a minute. We're not talking about you. That's it. You leave yourself out of the equation.
but-
You can't look at it as it
But you
replacing.
can't make this broad statement.
Yes, I
neither.
can.
No, you can't.
You know why I'm making this broad statement?
Why?
Because it doesn't, I'm not in it. What I'm saying is for a female and a male to
Right.
have sex, no matter what they do, it's not gay.
Because you're looking at the definition of gay.
That's the definition of gay.
Of two women and two men.
Yes, that's the definition.
So say that. Don't say that.
It's gay. That's
But so wait a minute. So two men having sex and going in the backside. What's the difference in a man going in a man's backside and a woman with a strap on going in a man's backside? What's the damn difference?
Are you
What?
serious?
I damn right I'm
One of
saying.
them's a woman and one of
But
them's
what's the difference in the act?
one's a man and one's a
Don't
woman.
matter. The
That's
act
the difference.
that doesn't take away from the act, my brother.
The difference is a man and a woman.
I got that part, but it doesn't change the act.
You gotta get on the mic.
What's the difference, bro? What's that? No. No. First of all, wait a minute. So I think both of y'all got the game fucking twisted. I'm not consenting to none of this shit.
Right.
All I'm making a broad statement.
I know what
I'm
you're
not
making.
saying what I'm not doing the shit.
I get
All I'm saying is a man and a woman can't be gay.
That's
it.
That's it. Okay. So let me show you where you're wrong. I'm gonna show you where you're wrong. And if you
Thank
want to
you.
disagree with me, fine. So if a man and a woman are in a relationship together and you saying it can't be gay, but I've heard some women that have said, I went in my husband's or my boyfriend's backside and it made me suspect. Could come to find out, because that can be a gay act. Wait, let me finish. Because they were down low. See, that's why I'm saying don't play with this game, because a lot of times when you do that act, that person can be gay or bisexual or whatever. So don't never say because a man and a woman are consenting that nothing in that consensual sex can be gay, because it can be.
All right. So let's back up for a second.
Okay.
You had a prostate exam, right? I've never had one. That's gay. By your definition, that's gay.
Going in that backside, having somebody go in your backside,
That's gay.
it's looked upon, it can be gay. Correct. There you go. There you go.
Did you?
There you go.
I mean, by your definition, that's gay.
Brother, it can be.
But that's something that has to be.
All right, so
It don't
I think-
have to be. I'm just saying.
I know it. What do you mean can? You just said going in somebody's backside is gay.
It can be.
So, like Voodoo said, a rectal exam is gay. A prostate exam is gay.
Yeah, I'll stick with that. Hell with it.
I think you're holding on to something like, so if a man lets his woman run her fingers up his butt and like it, that ain't gay. That's not gay.
That's just something that he likes
Exactly.
from his woman.
From his woman. That's not gay.
Gotcha.
That's just my opinion. And
What I'm saying,
you going
wait.
down that hill
What
by
I'm
yourself.
saying is, you see, if you would have phrased this different,
It's not phrased.
You
Go
not
ahead.
let me. What I'm saying
Damn,
is,
Fatim getting mad because he not letting somebody else
No,
talk as
no,
much as you
no,
talk over both of us.
But what
Come
I'm
on, bro.
saying, what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be gay, but it also can be gay, because the man likes that, because he likes that happening to him, if it's a woman or a man. So because it's a woman Don't say it's not gay.
It's
That's
not.
what. That's I disagree, and that's what we're not gonna. We have to agree to disagree
Just
on
look up
that.
the definition of gay. That's all you got to do.
She gets what you're saying.
I mean,
also get what
I'm
you're
not.
saying.
I'm not.
I think this
What-
is one
what-
that we down the middle on this. one.
What I'm talking. I get what you're saying.
Mm.
The act.
And I get what you were
Yeah,
saying.
the act. I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is, by definition, it's not gay. It's just ain't. It's weird. It's suspect. It's about as closest to the line as you gonna get.
How
But I just don't think.
Somebody say we go from talking
I'm
about
back.
Tangy T to Dookie.
I'm back.
Who said
That's not on there. That was a personal text.
Oh, damn.
I don't know how we got on there. I'm telling you, like, this dude, this is no shit. This dude at my job, he talks about his wife milking him. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
and I'm like, bro, like, what the I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I don't like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then he was like, it ain't gay. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, I stood on the same hill that you stood on, and he said, man, how can I be gay with my wife? And I'm like, you're right.
What is milking?
Yeah. Let me just read Patricia Baker because it
Hold
comes
on,
out. It,
hold on, because it's a piece of you can read it. Milking is when a woman massages your prostate,
Oh.
and he says she stick her finger up his butt, and he.
okay, so I'm gonna comment on that. Let me just read Patricia thing because it just.
Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah, let me just say this and let me go there.
Now.
Because y'all said something. Patricia says, I get what Fatine is saying, and I also see what Victor is saying. See, the act is gay, but not necessarily the individual. And that's what I'm saying. We just have to come there.
We don't come. That's the second time.
Yeah,
we
so
talked
let's
about
let's go here because you said something, and I'm not gonna leave. I can't leave here without saying this.
Oh boy.
Because me and Vanessa Del Rio, if you don't know who Vanessa Del Rio, for the older folks, you know, porn queen. And I knew this because I learned this from some women that have anal sex. There's a gland back there. You can
Oh
say
my gosh.
this is real.
Well,
This
Fatine,
is
we
real.
just talked
This is
about
real.
We just talked about milking, bro.
Yeah, but this is real. It's not because you put out information that's wrong. It's not massaging the prostate. There's a gland back there. You may think it's the prostate. It's a gland back there that can make a man climax. And that's what if you talk about knowing your woman's body or knowing a man's body, don't know. Understand what you're saying. It's not massaging the prostate. It's a gland back there that if it gets stimulated, it makes a person climax. And women that have anal sex and have climax like that, they have said it's harder or more intense than vaginal sex. So
you
I'm
talking
just
about for the
saying,
woman.
for the woman or the man, men that do this in gay sex, the gland is that there for both. And when I had this discussion, there was an article in Black Men written by her, and she happened to be on our sister station, Hot 97, and she said there's so many people inexperienced and don't know this. I had to bring that up because people need to understand and know the anatomy of your body.
Well, but why, if it's gay? Why even put that out there if it's gay?
Because there is gay relationships, and some people say that's natural, some people are against it, but you still need to know your anatomy of the
So,
body. That's all I'm saying. Just know
so-
the anatomy of your body.
What I'm saying?
I'm
Why
not promoting it.
you just did?
Well, I'm not promoting it. I'm saying understand the anatomy of your body. The same way you want to know the G-spot of a woman and the clit of a woman, and the
woman.
clit of a woman,
Of a woman.
there's a gland back there that affects men and women sexually in the back there.
But I don't care.
Fine,
That's
that's
what
fine.
That's
But
what I'm
that-
saying.
that-
Like,
but that-
I don't.
That's fine, but I'm just saying you still should know the anatomy of the body. If you're gonna have these kind of conversations, and you made the statement about massaging the prostate, it's not massaging the prostate; it's a gland back there. And I'll next
the
time
prostate gland. I mean, that's what it's called. So I
Not
was
the
I was explaining to
Mm.
a conversation that I had with someone else that I was unaware of.
Mhm.
So that's the only reason why I brought it up, because I was explaining to them that, listen, this is why I say a man and a woman can't be gay, because this guy explained it and I just agree with him. Like to me, that's the gayest shit in the world. And he's like, man, how can I be gay with my wife? I'm like, man, well, I guess you're right. And you know, it is what it is.
It's called a. I can't pronounce it. It's called a
Well, a lot of men,
SEBACEOUS gland, sebaceous gland. It's not
Prostate.
it's not the prostate gland. I'm just saying. I again know the anatomy of the body. This is not here to throw anybody under the bus.
It's the prostate, bro. You just
No.
read one source.
That's not the prostate gland, bro. A woman don't have a prostate. Okay.
You're right. They don't.
Okay, they don't. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a gland that both men and the woman have, and I just read it to you. That at the end of the day, because a woman don't have a prostate.
well, can we say that some men? Then we going.
We going.
Some can we say that some maybe some and Victor, I know you're gonna say you here you go assuming.
Yeah.
Some
One part.
can we say that some men may have gay thoughts with their women because they I mean
I don't see how they can, but you're right. I don't see how they can. Like, I don't see how you could be gay with your woman. I just don't. Like,
maybe you don't want to step in that lane, but you want that butt pinched.
That's
or
where that
if you
black-
want your butt pinched and it's by
It
a
can't-
woman,
it can't create curiosity.
it, but your woman's doing the pro. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Final thoughts.
About
I mean, some people are loving this conversation.
I mean,
we should have had this
but-
damn
but-
Mr.
conversation.
but-
Sammy said, I think. was
But
it Mr.
what we're saying is, Fatim is saying, and I, bro, trust me.
We
I
can-
argue. I was about to say his name. I argue with this dude just as hard, if not harder,
Right.
than you. Because I'm like, well, bro,
Mhm.
eventually you gonna want somebody to run up in your tail. And he was like, and if I do, it'll be my wife. And I'm like, well, I mean, is that gay? I don't think so. But in a sense,
I
if
mean,
she putting on a strap on,
mm,
that's somebody else's mold.
and me, I couldn't even feel comfortable putting on a strap
Some women like that.
and doing it. Like, like, dude, what are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Thank you.
no,
Thank you.
no.
You're
That's
right.
gay.
You're right. So
Gay.
two consenting. But whatever.
Final thoughts on this letter so we can get out of here.
I got one thing. If you don't remember this, with the letter, did this woman that went back with her ex, and did she get pregnant? She didn't get pregnant, did she? He just keeps calling her, right? All right. So to the woman, again, you open Pandora's box. So you better pray that you can get to this guy and just stress, look, we did this. We didn't plan it like that. We hit this. You may be catching feelings again. I'm not going back down this road. I'm not leaving my husband. You understand what I'm saying? So you better see if you can talk him down, because he acting the fool. And if he's acting the fool, it's possibly he's gonna blow your cover, and then your husband's gonna find out, and it's gonna be a whole total mess. So hopefully you can talk this dude down and pray that this dude don't try to blackmail you, because you open Pandora's box. So you help commit this situation. I pray that you can put this fire out. That's all I can tell you. So you're gonna have to try to put this fire out and talk him down and never go back to that
Now, I don't
situation
think
again.
she didn't say if she's in a relationship with anyone.
Oh, I thought she was in a relationship.
No, he's in a relationship
okay.
with the one he
But-
cheated on her with. He
Okay.
went back to the ex.
Still
Now
talk,
they're
but she
playing
don't want
family.
him. So she don't want him. So talk him down. Bottom line is just be straightforward, dude. I don't want you, and just leave it alone. That's the best way you can do. And hopefully he stops nagging you. And if he continues to nag you, then I hate to use this word, but I hate to say it, you're gonna have to threaten him. Say, listen, I'm gonna tell you, look, you don't want this to get back to your wife, dude, because it's gonna cause you problems. Because so. But she did create this karma, so I hate to say it. Why y'all laughing?
Right. That's why I don't like reading comments when we having final.
I didn't
thoughts.
try. I just glanced
Because-
up and I just looked and I was like, my eyes hurt. Oh, man.
What comment?
I just got a question. So if a girl eat a man ass, is that gay?
If a
Tossing the
girl
salad?
Yeah.
Is that tossing salad?
Yeah. Is that gay?
I
No.
couldn't tell you because I'm
I
not
don't
getting
know.
ready to eat no salad.
You ask someone.
Mm-mm.
Jesus Christ, here we go. We something else, man. Get up. Shit. Oh Lord, boy, did we laugh tonight. my voice get on. Well, I need some more damn tea. I need a shot. I need a damn shot. Give me a shot. Give me a shot of Mad Dog 2020.
Oh man. All right, so ma'am, leave him alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Block him.
Boy, we the Three Stooges back in play.
I'm not gonna say block him because you do have a child with him. So I'm not gonna say block him, but I am gonna say put both of your feet down. Wait. Both of you.
We gotta get out of here.
We gotta go, man.
This is witching hour. I told y'all to do a Tangy Tea after dark, boy. We'll be rolling.
Both that they both legs in there.
I can't even speak right now. Oh God. All right.
Oh Lord.
Now be serious with him and let him know that you was doing that to get back at her.
Why you?
Right, we gotta go, man. We just jumping all
Guys,
over this shit.
Have a great night. Thank y'all so much. I'm so ashamed right now.
Look at your hair.
I'm so ashamed.
It's like you would roll around in the hay.
I'm just scratching my head. I don't know what to do at this point.
He just say he'll hold the back of the head.
On the back of the head and grab it.
This was like, oh my God, this was a rated R show.
Rated R.
I'm shame out of like,
I'm
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who was watching
Boy,
tonight.
got hot in here quick.
Oh my God. But thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for holding on this long with us tonight. They need prayer. Thank y'all so much. We have a great show lineup next week. Make sure that you watch it. We have a guest coming to the studio. And yeah, have a great week. If y'all would like to be a guest, if you have an email letter, if you have a topic suggestion, hit us up. Tangy. What is we? What is this?
Oh God.
We was tangy tonight.
Tangy of life at gmail.com. Hit us up. Yeah,
Hit it up.
hit something. Have a great week. Until next time, love upon one another.
Love up on one another.
Enjoy life.
And don't be gay.
Herman, back it up. Have a great night.
Back it up.
We're out.
Buenas noches.